close that. Go over here. Close that. Bam. Good. Main. Continue. Continue. Okay, so I need to turn off course play. Course play. Auto drive. Auto drive. Follow me. Start. I hope I did farm manager. I'd have to back out and look. Well, as soon as I load in, if I have $1.2 million, then I know I did the right thing. So, what's going to suck is, because I just noticed the truck that you have parked over there is making sure that I get the right one for the slurry pit.
My purple.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I was going to use one. I was just going to use a trailer the other day, and it wouldn't work.
Really?
It wouldn't trigger at the slurry pit, so I had to go buy that thing, and I'm not going to be able to buy that on this game. Well, yeah, I can, because this is a 100% challenge. It's the one with 3 motors. I'm not going to be able to. Okay. I do not have course play. So, $1.2 million. So, let's see. I am setting up a challenge. I've already made the rules. It is calling it the Blurs 100% Challenge. So, I'm doing this on Alaska Delta Junction. It is a 4X map that is available on PC only. So I'll just give you a quick flyover. I don't want to call it a town area, but there's some selling points there. Let's see, we'll start back here. Water, a little bit of forestry. There are trees all over this map. And I'm going to be starting in what I would consider the forestry area. The trees are a little more spread out than what I like. The fields are definitely big enough. Let's see, this one happens to be 40 acres. You know, there's one that's 50. Let me see. We'll go over here. This is the biggest field back here. And I want to say that there are some fields that are around 20 acres, something like that. So this one is 193 acres. The land, if you include the area around it, comes to a total of 229 acres. So that would be like the grassy area that is surrounding the field. Yeah. If you start on New Farmer, this right here, this land right here, you don't get this animal pen. It looks like that one's going to be pigs, and you do not get this one, which is sheep, but the area around it is part of your map, so, or part of your where you start up. That is where you start. So those 2 pins are in the area, but you still have to buy those particular pieces of field. And that the pigs is 60,000, the sheep is 27,000. So you will have, if you start in New Farmer, you will have the chickens, and you will have the cows, which is over here, and you will own the biogas plant. But I'm going to be starting right here. I had already started this prior to coming up with the rules or finalizing the rules for the challenge, and all I've done was erase that gameplay. So this is the horse farm that is on the map. I will be getting that as well. I mean, I have to 100%. I'm doing 100% of the map. Now, you can choose any map you want, as long as the map has 25 plus fields. This one has 28 that I know of. I want to say 15 is probably the smallest field. Looks like it to me. We will check that real quick. So the area of that is 13 acres. So I'm going to guess the field itself is probably 10 or 11 acres, maybe somewhere around there. But anyway, yeah. So you had the little selling point areas. There's selling points all around this map for different things. There's different storage, and I will show you an example of that on the way over there. Selling points there. There's a landing field here. This is one of your selling points right there. You can see the box right there. Yeah, so one of the coolest things about this map, this right here is a smokehouse. You can send a boat out to get salmon, and you bring it over here, and it will take that salmon and smoke it. That is a production chain, part of the production. So I will have to run that at least once, and get a full pallet off of it, and sell at least one pallet. I have to do that with every part of I have to run the production at least one time, all the different production. So I'll try and get my thoughts together and go over the rules here in a minute. But yeah, the different fields. So I mentioned storage. So I will show you part of what I meant. And at the smokehouse, you can store fresh salmon or smoked salmon. And I want to say it's 60 pallets of each. So this is the lumber yard. You can sell the sawmill. You can sell your wood there, and you can sell your wood chips there. Right here, this building is for boards. Now one thing that I like about this map is that you see the spawn area for the boards. On the other maps, that spawn area is real small. On the one that I usually play, the sawmill or the board, let's say it's pallet production, it only spawns like 4 or 5 pallets of boards. I think you can get 20 pallets of boards in here. The same with the pallets. So this is where you make the boards over there, you bring boards over here, and it will make pallets for you. I want to say that I've had 28 or 30 stacks of pallets, and it wasn't full. I could have kept making them. You can also take the boards over here to this spot, and it will make barrels that can be used for adult beverages. Now there is a storage point. When the spots get filled, you can come over here, take the barrels and put in here. Let me turn on the menu so I can see. Open the menu, yeah. Come on. Well, I don't own it, so it's not going to open up yet. Alright. But anyway. And then there, let's see, what is this one? I can't remember. I had to bring logs over here. This makes firewood, and you need the firewood for taking to the smokehouse. Okay, here you just bring logs over here. You don't bring boards. So, and there's storage for firewood. There's all kinds of storage on this map. So, to me, this map right here is the most well-balanced map I have seen. The forestry is not super thick. It's actually, to be honest with you, it is more, the trees are further apart than what I prefer. There is, if you want to do mining, if you enjoy doing it, this is gold. To run that, you will have to have water, diesel fuel, and dirt, which is right here. You will have to own it in order to. Yeah, I spent 15 minutes trying to figure out how to pick up the dirt. Bought several different vehicles and didn't realize that I didn't own it. So there's more dirt up here that you can take down there, and I think that there's a name for that. It doesn't say dirt on the screen. There is also, I believe this is a rock quarry or rock mining. So the same thing here. You're gonna have to have, it looks like diesel. You can see that from up there. I don't think that you need the outhouse, but yeah, it's there if you do. Feel free to use it if you want. It looks like it may just be diesel, and of course the rocks, which, you come over here, get a scoop, take over there, put in it. Pretty sure that you're gonna put it in right there, and then it will fill you up right here. There may be more than just rocks that you get. I'm not sure. I have not messed with this yet. So, salmon, I will show you that real quick before I start actually getting my equipment. Let me see, which way is it? I believe it's that right there. Yeah, because there's a boat. So this is where the salmon is. Okay. So you come over here again. You'll have to have diesel. I plan on putting down a diesel factory, and there is production on here for diesel. I've got one that I'm going to use myself, and I'm going to compare the two of them. So you have to bring pallets over here, and you have to bring diesel. There's already a boat out in the water right there. So as you can see, it's got a net behind it with fish on it. These are, I believe, sockeye salmon is what it's called. And you can see them in the water, swimming around, whatever. So, as far as animals are concerned, there is one of each of the animal pens as far as chickens, cows, pigs, horses, and sheep. So, alright, now there's the gold mine, and I believe if I look at the map, this is a section that I'm going to buy. Right there, 209,000. So, now let me come out of flight mode and on and off. So the basics of this is that you have to do 100% of a few things. You have to 100% on the map before the challenge is over. You have to plant and harvest every crop that the map offers. So there's that list from wheat down to onions. Go over here: lettuce, cabbage, red cabbage, millet, rye, spelt, and hops. I have to harvest every single one of those at least one time. Now, with that being said, this field right here, 28, looks like it has soybeans. If I buy that and I harvest the soybeans, it does not count. I can sell the soybeans for money, or I can choose to plow it in and not harvest the soybeans. And then after that, once I buy the field, I have to plant something in it and then harvest it. Now, potatoes and sugar beans, a lot of people don't like them, or potatoes and sugar beets. A lot of people don't like them. Let's see, poplar is on there as well, which is a pain in the derriere, if you ask me. I will play around with that and try and figure out the best way of doing poplar, quickest way of doing poplar before I do poplar. But the crops that I don't like to do, they're going to be done in the smallest field. Once, and it doesn't matter what order you do it in, but once you have done all the different crops, you can plant corn in every single one of the fields for the rest of the time if that's what you want to do. Once a field has been planted and harvested one time, you do not have to redo that field. So you could plant and harvest all the fields and then come down to field 15 and just do field 15 over and over, whatever. That's up to you. But all these orange things on here are production, and I will have to buy those. I think that's a shop. I'm not sure what the tractor is. Whoops. Yeah, that's the vehicle shop. So, anyway, the orange ones are the production. I do know that. So, now, what I wanted to start with, I have $1 million. I'm definitely going to start with logging. Let me set my delivery point. I did this, when I did it before, I did it with I bought my stuff at the store and drove it up here, which was a little painstaking. Now, I haven't really used this one, so I've been trying out the different machines. These are FDR logins. So I'm going to buy that. Okay. And then I'm going to get, let's see, that. It brings me down to 719. We are going to, let's see, we need a place to rest. So for the time being, I'm going to and I'm going to end up selling it, but for the time being, I'm going to place this. You don't own this land? Yeah. I will own that land. Just you wait. Speaking of which, all the blue, the water, the roads and stuff like that doesn't cost anything. So if you need to landscape around the road or something like that, level out something next to a road, which once I get to the farm, once I actually buy the farm, I will be doing that. So yeah, so I own that now. Here's this. I will need truck and trailer, so So I found that I like what FDR has done as far as the truck. The last time I used the one with 3 axles on the back. This time I'm using the one with 2. I just want to see what it's like. Mods are allowed, obviously, or I wouldn't be buying what I'm buying. Forestry equipment. Now I use this trailer right here. Now, there's what else? Bex mods. One thing that I found that I like is that I was dun dun dun, can't even think. I was planting the trees as I cut them. So down to 491. We'll need a tractor to go with that. And I believe, because I've got another challenge that I'm going to be working on, I'm going to do it on a different map, but I'm going to go ahead and get the same tractor, just so that I'm used to it. I want this tractor right here, and I will keep it yellow. Let's see, Forest K additional couplings attachments. So I still got the 3 hitch in the back. Global positioning. You can use GPS, but you cannot use course play. You cannot use follow me, and you cannot use auto drive or hire a driver. You have to 100% do the work. Fender back. Yeah, we'll leave the fenders on there. Front fenders, don't care about. Fast track engine, 348 should be enough for now. If I need to, I will adjust that later. Standard. Right now, I'm not going to do it. I know it doesn't cost anything, but right now I'm just going to leave it yellow. So, I can't even do it without messing up. Additional couplings, attachments, gooseneck, rear loader. Oh, rear loader? I believe, well, that's not for this challenge. So, we're going to do attachments just because I'm not sure. And GPS. That way it's already on there. Now I'm down to 157,000. So let me take a double check. I got trees. That's going to pull the trees. We'll do that. For now, I believe that that's going to be it. I believe that's going to be all that I'm going to do for now. So, let me go to main. I'll do the backgrounds. This is just a picture of a map that I was doing. I'm doing that so that I can pull up the rules and I can read those off. I will try and get them in the description if anybody is interested. Alright, so this is what I have posted. You can do this on multiple. It's blurs, 3 motor, no, wrong one, sorry. Blurs 100% challenge. You can do this on multiplayer. Seasons, however you choose. Which map? You can use any map with 25 or more workable fields at the beginning. So like No Man's Land has a field on it, okay? You can't just go plow up 25 sections and say, hey, I got 25 fields. The map has to have 25 fields at the beginning. Gameplay mode is your choice. So if you want to do new farmer, farm manager, start from scratch, that is up to you. Okay? Mods or no mods. You're definitely allowed to use mods except for course play, follow me, auto drive, or any mod of the sort where you get help as far as driving vehicles. A human being needs to be controlling all vehicles, and you cannot drive more than one at a time. So those mods are out. You can, however, play in multiplayer and have someone, if you want to harvest, and have someone, bring a trailer along and unload you, whatever. That's up to you. Economy setting is your choice. Time dilation, that's your choice. Weeds, lime, plowing, crop destruction, auto start, all of that is your choice, as well as plant growth. You cannot borrow any money. You have to 100% earn it. Unless you start in Farm Manager, your $250,000 loan, and that has to be paid off before the challenge is complete. Okay? And then, as far as leasing or own equipment, and what restrictions are there as far as horsepower, no leasing or borrowing any equipment. You can do challenges, but you have to own the equipment to do that. As far as property, you have to own the entire map, every bit of it that is viable, before the challenge is over. Okay. So, to complete the challenge, you have to 100% do the following. Own the map, 100% of the map. Plant and then harvest 100% of all fruit types available for your map at least once. Like I said, if you buy a field with a crop that is already there, you may harvest that crop, but then you still need to plant and harvest a crop in that field before you are done. You have to 100% do the work with no AI workers whatsoever. No course play, hired help, auto drive, follow me, or any mods that will allow you to do more than one thing at a time. Unless you're in multiplayer and there is an actual person doing other work. If the map you choose to start with has production, you need to own and operate each production plan at least once, and sell the product or use it in another production chain at least once. As far as animals are concerned, all pens on the map when you start have to have at least 10%. They have to be at least 10% full, and you have to sell the products that those animals give off at least once. So if you do cows, you'll have to sell milk, manure, slurry at least one time. If you do chickens, you'll have to at least sell the eggs one time. If you're doing pigs or sheep, and the sheep have like a manure pit, you'll have to sell like the wool and the manure, whatever is involved as far as collectible stuff there, you need to sell at least one time, all of it, whatever animal you're doing. If you start with the loan, it has to be paid off before the challenge is complete. Now, feel free to ask if you have any questions. But that's where I'm at with it. Close this. That's the rules as far as that goes. And I think I've covered everything. If you have any questions or are unsure about anything and you want to ask, feel free to do so. Now, this is where I'm going to be starting. So, what I need to do, do I have to own the sawmill? Looks like I already own the sawmill. That's what it looks like. Yeah, looks like the sawmill property I already own. So, I'm good there. I can't think of anything else for right now. Do I want to go ahead and... I don't have the money, so that's out. Is there a workable piece? No, I don't think so. I don't think there's going to be a piece of property that I can work that will be cheaper than that. Just so the salmon, 146,000. I still have to buy the boards, the board in the factory. So that's 93, 68. So you see why I'm, like I'll have to make some money. With the logging, it's not that hard on here. This is a 4X map. So it's going to take a lot for me. Don't feel like you have to do it on a 4X map. Do it on a small map if you want, but just have fun and enjoy it. And I thank y'all for watching. I'm going to go ahead and end this, and I will probably start streaming again in just a little bit, me actually working on it. So I just wanted to have this documented as far as this is the equipment that I start with. And there's my barn. The other challenge I have is going to be, there's more specific rules as far as the equipment. So I think that's more of an issue on that map, not this one. The biggest thing is that I'm just going to try and 100% this before FS22 comes out. So thanks again for watching, and I hope y'all have a blessed day.